Barrister Mike Igini said the continuous clamor for electoral reforms are unnecessary. Barrister Igini said the problem of the electoral process is that of implementation. He said the judiciary must uphold the rule of law to sustain democracy in the country.
For reform that people talk about is completely unnecessary. Why do I say so? At the moment, we have robust processes that have been developed in the commission, the election management body, as well as strong legal system, as evidenced with the 2022 Electoral Acts, that are all intended to address historical challenges of election service delivery in our country. The biggest problem that we have has remained a question of implementation. Implementation by various bodies involved in charge of INEC. But more seriously is the failure of my constituency, the judiciary, to stand tall and mighty in defense of the rule of law and democracy.
The former Edo State Resident Electoral Commissioner called on the judiciary to do all within its power to stop those involved in electoral crimes before they stop democratic development of democracy in the country. He said some politicians are the greatest threat to democracy in the country and should not be protected by the judiciary.
Politician cannot commit electoral fraud and be telling his fellow opponent to go to court, which is the case in Nigeria. The English court is not a safe haven for electorally corrupt politicians. But in our country, they are now making the judiciary to be a safe haven for electoral corruption in our country. It's a sad commentary. I feel sad, and that is why it's important that my colleagues, both in the bar and the bench, must recognize the fact that a proper understanding of the preeminent role of the judiciary is a precondition for the optimal functioning of democracy anywhere in the world. We must stop the corruption in the electoral process, because if we don't stop it, corruption will stop democracy in Nigeria.
Barrister Igini said Nigeria must imbibe the practice in developed countries where those contesting for political office must take part in debates. Aigboje, Ikhuoria, ITV News. Aigboje, Ikhuoria reporting.